Welcome to our show. Day number 2. We're at the Animal Kingdom. Are you so excited?
Yeah.
What are you excited to see most?
I don't know what's here.
Oh. Well, let's go check it out then.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
I hope we don't go to the movies.
And be warned at all times while in line and on the attraction. Guests that do not comply will be asked to leave. Please abide by the queue marking, maintain physical distancing, and use the hand
Mind the gap.
dispensers provided.
Mind the gap. Look at this big old road. Or Parcel. You're doing great.
Ooh, are you ready?
Yep. So ready. I'm ready. Are you ready?
I'm so ready.
On the right hand side, watch your hands, arms, legs.
Are you guys ready?
We are. Oh, Sunday Center water. And like we say here in Harambe, a twin day. That means let's go. Well, Jumbo, everyone, and good lovely morning. I see a Okapi already on the right-hand side there. Now, many people do mistake Okapis to be part of the zebra family because of those legs looking like a zebra. They're actually not part of the zebra family at all. Believe it or not, they're part of the giraffe family, discovered back in 1901 by a British explorer. Over here on the left-hand side, there's this beautiful bird. It is known as a saddle-billed stork. Saddle-billed storks do grow to about 5 feet tall, and they have a wingspan of about 8 feet long. Look at her eyes right there. Yes, I see yellow eyes. You see yellow eyes? If you see yellow eyes, that means it's a female. Yep. Females have yellow eyes. Males are going to have a brown eyes. With this beautiful light brown antelope over here on the right-hand side, they are known as the greater kudu. Greater kudus do grow to about a good 55 inches at their shoulder. Now, all 3 of these here are all females. Easy way to tell is females will not have horns and males will have horns. Well, there are 5 species of rhinos that live out in the wild, but Africa is actually home to 2 of those 5 species, one being the black rhino over here on the left-hand side. The black rhino is actually lighter of the 2, and they grow to 3,000 pounds. Well, the rhino population is declining, unfortunately, due to poaching of their horns. Very sad because those horns are made out of keratin. Now, if you don't know what keratin is the exact same material that our fingernails and our hair are actually made out of. Hiding in the corner over there on the right-hand side, you can kind of see him. He's hiding very, very well back there. That's a bongo back there. Bongos are also known as the ghost of the forest because, well, Exhibit A. You can barely see it there. More active during the night, though. They do come out. Now, male bongos do get darker as they age. Another saddle-billed stork over there on the left-hand side. Now, saddle-billed storks are actually one of my personal favorite birds here on the reserve. Reason being is very romantic bird. Once they find their soulmate, they do mate for life. Well, we made our way out of the little Aturi forest. We're going to make our way here. Yes, they're in the water there. Hippos can actually hold their breath up to about 8 minutes long. Now, if you can't see them on the right, well, there's a right-hand side, there's going to be a left-hand side, so we're going to continue. Let's see if we can see some more hippos over here on the left-hand side of the river. There we go. Yes, they actually have a bloat of hippos over here. A bloat is another name for a group of hippos, actually. Now, there's actually 2 species of hippos that live in the wild. Africa is home to the Nile hippopotamus. The Nile hippopotamus is actually the larger of the 2 species, and they grow to also 3,000 pounds. On land, they do like to veg with the grass. They do like to just roam around. But if they need to run, they can run up to speeds of 35 miles an hour.
Oh, wow, I can't run.
Couple birds over here. These birds are the pink-backed pelicans. Pink-backed pelicans do actually get a natural pink color on their backs, just right underneath their wings. During the mating season, very light, a very dull shade of pink. During the mating season, they are extremely social birds. They do like to mate up with about a good 500 other pairs. Now, there's actually 5 different species of the pelican, but the pink-backed pelicans have been on the Earth for over millions of years. These crocodiles are actually known as the Nile crocodiles. Now, the Nile crocodiles are actually the second largest crocodile species. They do grow to a length of 18 feet long, and they do weigh in at 800 pounds. Now, crocodiles in general do not have sweat glands like this area here of the reserve. And it is where we do usually have pretty good luck. Spotting many different animals here. Now, the really cool thing about the savannah is it is changing every single day. Because of the animals that do live here, they really do help to shape it by snacking away at the trees, the grass, and the bushes. Especially the giraffes. Giraffes eat for 18 hours of their day. So you're always going to see them snacking on something. Mostly trees. A little bit easier for them to snack on the trees than it is to snack on anything else. Come on, white-bearded wildebeest kind of to the back right here. White-bearded wildebeest do migrate up to about a good 1,000 miles each and every year. They do migrate up with about a good 1.5 million other wildebeest. Now, they do happen to stumble upon other wildebeest. Of course, they will stick with those wildebeest as well in order to migrate up with them, also known as a newt, after the sound that they make when they decide to vocalize with each other. Not only do giraffes eat for 18 hours a day, they do have an 18-inch long tongue to definitely make that quite possible to easily pull leaves off the twigs, off the trees and the bushes. Does look like there are a couple of zebras over here in the distance as well.
Garbage truck? That's just a regular old service truck.
But before we get to the zebras, over here on the left-hand side, a couple of dogs just kind of resting in the shade there under the tree. And those are the African wild dogs. Now, the African wild dogs are actually the top predator out in the wild. They do have an amazing 90% success rate of catching their prey. Now, the way that they do catch their prey is just simply by running their prey down to exhaustion. Also
African
known
wild
as
dogs.
the painted dog as well. Over here on the left-hand side, the animals with the nice long horn, those are the egg-collie cattle. Egg-collie cattle are not used for milk, nor are they used for meat. They're used as a form of currency, believe it or not, still to this day. If you look to the very back of their baby zebra hanging out right by mommy, as baby zebra's a little bit over a week old now. Very cute. He was actually born here on the savannah. A baby zebra is also known as a foal. A couple more antelopes over here as well on the left-hand side. Those are the sable antelopes. Sable antelopes are the emblem here of the Harambe Wild Representative. Out of the wild, though, they do like to form herds of about a good 30 females with 1 male. Male is just there to kind of help them to navigate through the savannah. Now, a herd of zebras are typically made up of 3 females and 1 male, which this herd is made up of as well. But there are 3 young babies in the mix. That one that was born about a week and a half ago, like I said, and the other 2 were born about a year and a half ago. While giraffes are the world's tallest land animal, they do grow to heights of a good 18 feet tall when they are fully grown. Now, when a baby giraffe is born, they are actually already standing at 6 feet tall at birth and can start walking approximately around the first 45 minutes of their life. Baby giraffes weigh anywhere from about 118 pounds to 150 pounds when they are first born as well. Well, white-bearded wildebeest during the day, they do like to roam freely through the savannah. While at night, they actually will come closer together. While half of them sleep, the other half will stay awake. The half that stays awake will just simply keep an eye out around their surroundings. And anything out of the ordinary happens, they will wake the rest of the wildebeest up to get them to safety. Smallest of the antelope family over here on the right are the smallest. They do grow to just a good of 3 feet tall at their shoulder when they are fully grown. At a standing position, if they were scared or frightened, they could actually spring into the air to about a good 6 feet high and leap to about a good 13 feet. Now, they don't run, they do something called pronking. Now, pronking, the best way to describe it is a kind of a hopping motion, a quick springing motion. They can pronk up to speeds of about a good 15 miles an hour. Well, this is definitely elephant country, as there is an elephant on the right-hand side here. Beautiful African elephant, actually. The way that you can tell it's an African elephant is actually because of their ears. Their ears kind of, in a way, do look like the shape of Africa, which is the biggest giveaway. By flapping those nice big ears of theirs, though, it does help them to stay nice and cool. It does help them to drop their body temperature a good 12 degrees. A couple of monkeys over here on the left-hand side as well. These monkeys are known as mandrill monkeys. Mandrill monkeys are actually the largest of the monkey family. They do grow to 3 feet tall. Males are the ones with the little bit of red on their nose. Now, the red on their nose does get a brighter red during the mating season in order to attract eating there. Elephants can consume anywhere from about a good 200 to 500 pounds of food a day. Well, that's actually a very healthy diet for an elephant. They eat pretty much anything green and pretty much leaves. Okay, every once in a while they do decide to change up that diet. They do like to eat some delicious red clay. Red clay does actually give them a form of nutrition, though, that the leaves actually will not provide for the elephants. Just by simply using their tusks in order to dig into the red clay, in order to get that nutrition value out of the red clay. Not only do they eat a lot of food, they do love to stay hydrated by drinking plenty of water, H2O. They drink about a good 200 liters of water a day. Now, their trunks alone can actually hold about a good couple of gallons, about 2 gallons of water. Now, elephants do have extremely sensitive skin, so throughout the day they typically do tend to find a shadier area to protect their skin. Not only does it protect their skin, it does help them to stay nice and warm. Of natural sunscreen to protect their skin. Now, a typical herd of elephants, just like this one, is typically made up of most likely going to be females. Because at about around 15 years old, which usually means that the oldest and the wisest of the female elephants are usually the leader of the herd. And it looks like there are some flamingos, yes. Well, these are actually the greater flamingos over here on the left-hand side. And oh my goodness, finally some eggs hatched there. If you look right underneath right there, there's a cute little baby. It does take about 4 to 5 weeks for a baby flamingo to be hatched. So very, very exciting. It was a little bit over a month now. So excited. Plenty more baby flamingos to come. So you can see that the nest is pretty big there. But the greater flamingos are over here left on the rock. Lions do tend to rest up for about a good 20 hours of their day, so it's nice to see them awake, at least. They are said to only be awake for about around 4 years of their life out in the wild. Male lions are the ones with the beautiful manes around their necks. Those manes can weigh up to about 40 pounds. White rhinos are the second type of rhino species that live in Africa. They are the largest of the two. They grow to 5,000 pounds. Also hanging out with the rhinos over there on the right-hand side. That's a bonkabok. Bonkabok's closest relative is the wildebeest. Well, aren't you just looking very fabulous today, lions, huh? Totally know that they're famous up there. Very fabulous. Looks like he combed his mane there for us. During the day, lions' eyesight is just like yours and mine. But during the night, their eyesight does actually get 6 times better than our eyesight does.
Cool.
Very remarkable to hear them roar. They typically roar either. These warthogs are, warthog's closest relative is the domesticated pig. Warthogs do get their name because they do have 4 warts on their nose. There's 2 on the right, 2 on the left. Those warts do grow to about 4 inches tall. Southern white rhino's population is just under about 10,000 left. The other species is the northern white rhinos, and there is 2 left out in the wild. Now, bonkaboks did actually almost become extinct back in the early 1900s. There was only 16 left. A farmer in Africa decided to take action protecting the bonkaboks, not actually knowing at the time that he was actually saving an entire species of animals. Today, bonkaboks are doing amazing out in the wild and in the animals. But it does look like the warden has a couple of goaty goats over here. Well, these goats are dwarf goats. Dwarf goats are not the smallest of the goat family, but they are pretty close. They do grow to a little bit over 1 foot tall. They did originate in Nigeria, so they are actually properly known as the Nigerian dwarf goat. Today, they can be found pretty much anywhere in West Africa. Dwarf goats are amazing livestock as they do provide milk. Their milk is a very high protein milk, a very sweet milk. But if you don't want to use them as livestock, you can use them as pets as well. They are extremely friendly. And they are extremely playful. But making our way out of the reserve, we're going to make our way back into Harambe now. Now, Harambe is actually a Swahili word that does translate it to come together or work together. A couple ways that I personally like to help out as well. Every once in a while, I do like to donate to the Disney Conservation Fund. Recycling. Yeah, those are just a couple of ways. But just by joining us here this lovely morning at Kilimanjaro Safaris, you are actually already doing your part to make a difference. So Asante Sana, definitely thank you so much for joining me, everyone. Definitely do love taking new friends out on the reserve, teaching them about these incredible animals. In hopes that I at least inspired at least one of you to go out and day today.
What do you think?
Awesome.
Awesome.
And
Good
once
stuff.
again, my friends on the right hand side.